Hello everyone, welcome to 2026 free-to-play farming guide. A lot has changed in the last 2 months with the 10th anniversary update in SWGOH. Farming requires changes too. For the absolute beginners in the game, here are the free-to-play objectives. Have fun, it's a marathon, not a sprint. Try to get the teams which gets your resources into the account first because it is a resource management game. If you like to go after your favorite heroes, you can do that. You can play this many ways. So have fun with it. If you want it to be an efficient way, then you need to focus on the ships to get the crystals in. That way you can snowball this account with crystal refreshes on the energies and get your teams much quicker in the account. Join a good guild, so that way you get the important raid currencies into account, and then you need to be planning your farms well ahead of time. Like if you're farming one thing right now, which is your main farm, then you need to have a plan for the next farm, what it is and what are the characters that you need to farm for that one. So you need to have that in place. Get ready, and as and when your current farms gets completed, you need to be focusing on your next farm. GSE, it's not for beginners. You will be facing up against giant rosters in carbonite level. Initially that won't be fun. You will be just going in and doing one attack, but you need to still do that to get some crystals from GSE as well. Regarding the game modes, Fleet Arena, as I said, is the important one where you get the crystal income. Assault Battles is another important one where you get all the shards as well as Zeta materials and Chirotechs into the account when you complete the challenge tier 1. That will be the initial target for any free to play. Once you get enough teams that can do challenge tier 3, then you will start getting the signal data as well from Assault Battles from challenge tier 2 and 3. So that will be a later priority, but first we need to complete the Assault Battles to challenge tier 1 so that you get the Chirotech income and as well as the Zeta income going. And raids, as I said, it changes year on year. Right now we have the Order 66 raid, but that will change in the course of 2026. So you need to have a raid team in order to get the currencies that are required to get the important materials from the guild activity store. Then the next level of importance goes to all these three, where Grand Arena plays a role, which gives us crystals. Even if you're not winning, you need to participate in it and get the crystals out of it every week, so that will help you to refresh initially. And Conquest, early game, it is going to be very easy with all the changes that is going on. So easy conquest and normal conquest will not be an issue, and those get some important resources in as well. At the same level, we get the new stuff, that is Coliseum and Era, where we get the Era currency, which is going to play an important part in the farming going forward. Even though that game mode is not as interesting, we just go in and press auto and finish that off. But the rewards that we get from that is important to our account growth. Next comes in our guild activities, that is territory battles and territory war. These initially we can't do much in territory war. We just go in and place a defense. Once we have few teams in our roster, then you can try to do the territory war. If you like that, then you can build up teams for territory war. Territory battles, again, initially we'll be doing light side Hoth territory battle and dark side Geo territory battle. There are specific teams for that you need to get. Once you are above 200 million GP guild, then you can do the Rise of the Empire territory battle. All those are a work in progress, and initially you will be just deploying the GP into that territory. Then the last one is Squad Arena. We still need that to get the prestige which is required to upgrade the abilities of the ship. So we still need the Squad Arena. Try to get into the top 1000 or 500 to get that squad currency, and that will be it for Squad Arena. Before we get into the further discussing our free to play plan, you need to be aware of this free stuff that CG is giving, but you need to be logging in before January 1st in order to get this. You will be getting a free Kyber Lightspeed token which takes a character to 7 stars and Relic 6 instantly, and also 5000 era currency which you can use to purchase Arodium Lightspeed token which will take a character to 6 stars and Relic 5. But to get this you need to be playing before January 1st 2026. If you are someone who is starting the game after 1st of Jan, then you won't be having these rewards, so keep that in mind. Let's start with our farming plan. The first one that free to play players need to be getting is the Zeta challenge. So you need to have 5 dark side ships and Executrix to unlock the Executrix at 5 stars. Executrix at 5 stars is required to complete the challenge tier 3 for the ability mats, which gives us the Zeta materials. So for this you need to have 5 ships. I recommend these 3 Empire ships, that is TIE Advance, TIE Bomber and Imperial TIE Fighter. Then add in with your first order Special Forces TIE Fighter and TIE Silencer. So these 5 will do for the dark side ships. Most of these are available in Galactic War. Like all these 3 are available in Galactic War. TIE Silencer you can farm using the Cantina energy, and this one you can leave it at level 1 itself and use these 4 to complete this tier. After you finish off with the TIE Silencer at 5 stars, then you can go to Imperial TIE Fighter as well from the Cantina energy and get these remaining shards to 5 stars as soon as possible from the Galactic War. So this will be our first priority to get this one done, to get the tier 4 requirement and get Executrix to 5 stars. Then for actual tier 3 where we get the Zeta materials, we can do any alignment. So along with this, if you add 2 more ships from the light side, then you can finish this challenge tier. I suggest going for the Cassian's U-Wing and going for Biggs because that falls in line with our next fleet plan. With this 4 and these 2, that will be 6 non-capital ships and you can finish off this one. The Special Forces TIE Fighter is a easy farm in a raid currency, and that you can leave it at 4 stars itself to finish off this quest. Next, when it comes to Fleet Arena, the initial one I am suggesting is to go for this Home 1 lineup where most of the ships are from the Shipments, like Cassian, Bistan, Biggs and Wedge, all are in Shipments, as well as Ghost and Phantom you can find in Shipments, so you can fill in any of those. The important one is the Raven's Claw, which is available in the Fleet Energy. So you need to farm this ship, and the new change that came in is this Rebel B-Wing, which is still not yet farmable as of recording, but it will soon become farmable. So once this becomes farmable, then these 2 are the important ones to get, and you need to max out this Home 1's ability. Use B-Wing in the reinforcements, then this can kill most of the fleets that are available in the Fleet Arena. This will be important to get the early crystals in, then you can move on to the other fleets after completing this fleet. And most of these are also requirements for profundity, so that way you will be completing part of profundity requirements as well. So this is my suggestion for Fleet Arena for new players. The next big changes that came in is the eras and the Coliseum. I have been playing this for almost 1 month now in free to play accounts as well as in my main account. So one thing I have noticed is when the first character arrives in an era, you can spend these crystal packs. 1000 crystals will be enough, 1 for the currency and 2 of these initial packs, which gets the character going. By that way, I reached this level from 90 to 250 level from the first day itself, and till today I am able to maintain this range without spending any crystals after that. I have gathered around 4000 era currency with this. I suggest for every new era that is starting, you can save up 1000 crystals. That is possible free to play. Use one on this currency cache and two on this material cache one. Then you will be able to get into this 90 to 250 range and get a Arodium Lightspeed token every 45 to 50 days. That will help you speed up the farms that you are doing. These are covered already, but anyway, we'll just go through and I'll show you what they can accomplish. So first Lightspeed token from the November will be Phoenix, and we get Emperor Palpatine. There are specific journey quests that we need to complete in order to get these Lightspeed token, and they take them directly to Relic 0 with all the Zeta supplied as well. So with the Phoenix you can complete these two journey guide characters, that is Palpatine and Thrawn, and you get a Palpatine token also. Then they give out a Rebel token also with the quest, so that I am suggesting to use it on Captain Rogan. And Phoenix team can do 2 assault battles, that is Secret and Shadows and Military Might, up to challenge tier 1, but you might probably need Kanan in order to complete 3 stars in Secret and Shadows, but otherwise Military Might they will be able to complete it easily at Relic 3 levels, so you can probably leave them at Relic 3, and these two are required for the other farms. That Captain Rex is required for Leia, so you need to take him up to Relic 7 anyways, and Hera is needed for Profundity, you need to take her up to Relic 5. The others you can leave them at Relic 3 because at Relic 3 we can use Datacrons later. Next is the Jedi quests, which gives out these 5 characters. Grandmaster Yoda token as well. They are used to unlock Grandmaster Yoda. Killer and Big can be used as a solo unit in Order 66 raid, and that will get you the important raid currency into your account. And with this Jedi, it is again possible to complete up to challenge tier 1 in the ground war assault battles. And they give out a Lightspeed token for Jedi. My suggestion is to use it on Hermit Yoda, because we can skip all the Mark II raid currency and get one currency and use your currencies to get the other stuff that is required. Next will be the Inquisitors Lightspeed tokens. So they complete the R2D2 journey. If you take all of them to Relic 5, you will be able to unlock Grand Inquisitor. And when you get Grand Inquisitor, when you are doing the Rise of the Empire TB, you will be able to get Third Sister into your account as well. And when you have Grand Inquisitor, you can do this Fanatical Devotion up to challenge tier 2, and they should be able to complete Forest Moon assault battle. They give out 2 assault battles as well. You also get a R2 Lightspeed token. R2 is required at Relic 8 for Leia. And the Empire one they give out, you can use it on Scout Trooper, which is also another requirement for Leia. The next tokens will be for the Rebels, and they unlock CLS Journey Guide. And once you have CLS, you can use a CLS team to complete the Military Might assault battle to challenge tier 3, but you still need to have the other pieces of that team. So you get the CLS Lightspeed token. You have a Droid Lightspeed token which you can use on 3PO and Chewie. There are 2 more important pieces that we will get with the next one. So you get the Bounty Hunters here, which unlocks Chewbacca and the Chewbacca Lightspeed token. Chewbacca goes into the CLS team. They will be able to complete the Military Might assault battle. You have to farm one of the characters, that is C3PO. We'll get to that later. Bounty Hunters can complete the Rebel Roundup assault battle to challenge tier 1 and even challenge tier 2 if you take up the relic levels. We will get to challenge tier 3 in the latest stage. and the bounty hunter lightspeed token that we get for free, we can use it on boost Leia. She is also a requirement for Leia. And then finally we get the BAM unlock requirements to unlock the BAM journey, and we have BAM lightspeed token as well, so that you can use it here. And you have the Mandalorian lightspeed token, which I suggest to use it on Pass Vizsla. So these two along with Color and Beck and IG-12 are the requirements for Bo-Katan and Mandalore. So once we have all these three, there is only one pending. You can farm IG-12 and finish off Bo-Katan Mandalore journey guide as well. So this is the other one unit going into the CLS team. Han Solo will be available in the Mark 1 raid currency. So you can get him through that, and to unlock C3PO you need to have Evox, and most of these Evox are GL Leia requirement as well. So Nisa Chapa and Wicket are needed for Leia. You can add in another two, either Paplu Logre, which are available in Mark 1 raid currency. If you open the Bronzium packs, then you will get the other two Evox. You can use them at level 1 and complete the journey guide. So once you have this, then you can finish off Military Might to challenge tier 3. As we used all the major lightspeed tokens on the Leia requirements, these will be the remaining farms that we need to do in order to get GL Leia. So Lando and Lobot are on the same node in Cantina Energy, and Han Solo is again a Cantina Energy node. So you can quickly finish them up to their star levels. Only 6 stars is required for Relic 5 character, so you can leave them at 6 stars and finish up your GL Leia farm. Same goes with Rebel Officer Leia Organa. You need to be doing the light side Hoth TB to get her shards, and as well as you can get her through Mark 2 raid currency as well, but that will take up a lot of time. So I suggest doing light side Hoth TB, that way you get her shards passively and finish off this Leia farm. Next is the Executor farm, as we have most of the characters that are given to us with the lightspeed token, like Beskar, Amamando, Boba, Boss, Dengar and IG-88 all are given through lightspeed tokens. The only one will be Cat Bane, which we need to farm, and all the ships we need to get, along with the 3 Empire ships that we need to farm. These I suggested in the initial phase where we get the Zeta challenge done. So you need to take them up to all the way up to 7 stars. 2 more characters, that is Vader, you get by completing the achievements. So you need to take him to Relic 7, and Imperial TIE Fighter you need to take him to Relic 5. Other than that, most of these come with relics, and Xanadu Blood is not a requirement, but he is that ship is needed to make the Executor work properly. 4 of the bounty hunters, when you have them, you can unlock Han's Millennium Falcon also. These give way to Executor and Han's Millennium Falcon. So with that said, these are the resource priority. So initially we need to get all these dark side ships, that is guild activity. You use this Mark 1 currency on Special Forces TIE Fighter and his ship. You can probably leave them at level 1 and get the ship to 4 stars and move on to the next farm with your Mark 1 raid currency. The same way, initially you can leave them at 5 stars with these two, then later you can come back and get them up to 7 stars using your Galactic War currency. And all these our fleet recommendation, most of the pilots and the ships are here in the shipments, like Biggs and Wedge, Cassian and Bistan. Their pilots all are here in the shipments. So when you have the currency, you can focus on them and finish off this. Cat Bane, you can complete it later when you are going for Executor. Other than that, the rest of the ones are the priority. These ships, these pilots are the ones you need to target in Galactic War. Bistan and Cassian moving in Cantina shipments. Once you are finished with your first order Special Forces TIE Pilot, go for Jin Erso in guild activity. And then for squad shipments, initially we need the Executrix, so go for Tarkin. Now after that you move on to Cassian. And then from the fleet shipments, this ship is very rarely will show up, both Razor Crest and Bistan. So whenever these ships show up, you get them. Once you are done with those, then you go for your Executor farms. Cat Bane, Qui-Gon is a good GSC team with the Poncho Bros that we'll cover later. So Cat Bane, Qui-Gon, Savage from the squad, and these characters from the Mark 1 raid currency to finish off the sum of the farms and the slave one. So that will be the second priority from the shipments. If we come to the energy, these two are the initial priority for Cantina energy. So TIE Silencer and Imperial TIE Fighter, they come along with their pilots. So finish them off from the Cantina energy and then move on to your Leia requirements. Lando and Lobot are in the same node as well, and Captain Han Solo. Once you finish that, you can use your Cantina energy for your signal data farming in order to take the relics up. With your normal energy, these are the ones that is remaining other than the tokens to complete your Leia farm. Get the C3PO event as well, and the important one that we need to be starting is the Raven's Claw and Kyle Katan. They are in the same node as well, so you need to finish them. One more thing that we will be adding is the Rebel Weaving. Whenever that becomes farmable, then you need to add that in your farming plan. That is a first priority as well. So once you are done with your initial fleet, then you can move on to the Executor requirements with the energies. So Punishing One is again a fleet energy, and then these ships are with normal energy. Once you're done with both Leia and Executor, then you can go for the Jedi Knight Luke, as most of the requirements are already done. If you add Vampa, then you can finish off Jedi Knight Luke as well. These are the remaining assault battles that you need to get in order to finish all the assault battles that are in the game. These two are very important assault battles. I suggest using the Arodium Lightspeed tokens for these 5 characters initially. So Padawan, Obi-Wan and Master Qui-Gon, you can use your Arodium Lightspeed token and get them to Relicify instantly. And then once you're done with that, the remaining Arodium Lightspeed tokens that you are getting, you can use it on these guys. Finish off the remaining 100 shards. These two are available in the Cantina nodes, and these are energy nodes. So once you are done with these two, then I suggest adding in Morgan and Great Mothers along with Night Sister Spirit to complete Secret and Shadows to challenge tier 3 as well. They can complete it with along with this Night Trooper and Death Trooper Peridia. And then for the Sith, we already have Vader and Palpatine. You can add in the Straya team. Straya you can get with Mark 1 raid currency, and these are energy farms. Don't use your Rhodium tokens on these guys, Nihilus and Scion. They are old characters and you can easily gear them up. Savage as well. And for Talon, you can use your token because she is relatively new. Once you are done with that, all the assault battles are complete. As I said before, if you add IG-12 to your farming, then you can complete Bo-Katan and Mandalore. IG-12 is a fleet energy farm, so once you are done with your fleet energy farms, that is the ships, then you can go for IG-12. And if you add Marek and Shinhati, then you can finish off Baylan Skull as well. So these two are energy farms. So once you are done with all your normal energy farms, then you can go for adding Marek and Shinhati in your plans. Once you are done with all that, you need to focus on Jabba. Jabba has an event Smuggler's Run 2, which gives out major slicing materials that are required to upgrade your mods. We need to go for Jabba and get those materials into our account as well. So I suggest going to Jabba once you are done with all this. You need to farm Outrider. This is again a fleet energy node, and these will be the remaining characters that you need to get. If you're getting Lightspeed tokens for this, Chrysanthemum and Skiffguard Lando are the new characters. The remaining all are old characters, and you probably not need to farm everyone to 7 stars as well. Relic 3 you can get with 4-star character itself. Uroror is a relic 4 requirement, so you probably need to get him to 5 stars. And relic 6 and above, there you need the 7-star characters. For a relic 5 requirement, you can just farm them up to 6 stars and get your requirements completed. After Jabba, these are the remaining two ones in the farming. Most of the requirements for these two overlap with whatever we are getting. So I suggest after Jabba to finish off these before moving to anything else. Note on Conquest, as I initially said, the easy and normal Conquest should be very easy to clear now with all these relic characters. So we'll be able to get that done. For hard Conquest, you need to be at 4 million GP. So once you have all these done, you will probably hit 4 million GP, and then you can do the proving grounds also. The proving ground characters are the slowest to acquire. They will be after 4 million GP. For Grand Arena, the important ones I said, like Wampa, Savage, Qui-Gon, Treya, all those you need to take them up. They are pretty good in Grand Arena early game. Those are the Zeta and Omicron priority as well. So once you do that, you will be able to compete in your Carbonite Grand Arena. And I have a video on how to get the relic materials efficiently, so check that out to get the materials into your account efficiently using all these currencies. There are few important tips that I need to mention. You need to log into the Webstore to get some free stuff there as well. If you search for SWGOH Webstore, you will be able to get there. You can collect free stuffs from the Webstore that will again give energy and character shards. If you like this video, give a like and subscribe. Thanks everyone. Thanks for watching. Keep on gaming.